What's up, everyone? We're back again with Zach Zachi, doing it big. This is Muggsy, Heads of Security. You know we're gonna be going through the. I'm just kidding. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm talking like that. This is Muggsy, Heads of Security. This is the second to last boss in the new raid. We tested it, patch PTR 11.1, and we are going to go through this boss now. We have some reservations. We wanted to give you guys a little bit of a warning beforehand. First off, what's up, Zax? How are you doing?
What's up? Yeah, first off, we hate this boss.
Yeah. And not only do we not like this boss, this boss is actually two bosses in one. There's a left side and a right side. The left side,
and they both suck.
the left side was bad, so we decided let's test the right side. The right side was worse. So we're gonna try to do what we can. Blizzard definitely has to do some work on this guy. I think they will, because there's some cool like concepts here, but it just wasn't hitting. So we're gonna go through this one with that disclaimer out of the way.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'll explain a little bit how it works. Okay, so you got Mug Z. You know, his name's like split up. So there's two heads. So there's like two personalities. There's two modes. Like the boss has two modes. And depending on which side of the room, like you can see the room is kind of split in half. If more people, the majority of your team is on the left side, you're going to get the left side mode, whichever one. I think that's Mug. I can't remember the names, but so if more people are on the left, you get the left mode, the left mechanics, everything is left everything. And then if you move over in the middle of the fight, which you kind of have to do eventually, the majority of players are on the right side. He switches modes, does a bunch of AoE and whatever, and then you get the right side mechanics. And so you
And
can
vice versa. You could start on either.
Yeah, you can start on either side, whatever you want to do. And you do have to switch at some point because of whatever we'll get into later. But yeah, we didn't even get to that point because this fight is really tough.
Yeah.
And so we chose to start on the left side for no reason. So we can show some left side stuff, I guess.
Here we go.
But right off the bat, whenever you choose a side, he does like this huge AoE. This one's like bombs dropping, you know, just big raid dam. Destroying my FPS real quick. He spawns a couple of these ads. There's one right next to him, and there's one in the back that you can't see because it's so far away. Those are pretty nothing burger ads. But then this is the messy part. He spawns a bunch of unstable crawler mines. So they spawn randomly around the room and they fixate totally random people. You can't control that at all. They fixate random people. They are immune to damage. You can't kill them. You can't slow them. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing to them. And the way you have to deal with them is you have to set them off on purpose. Like you have to walk into them.
They're gonna go back.
Yeah, they explode when they reach the person
So
they're fixating.
Watch this one over here. It exploded instantly.
Yeah.
And then you have to soak these little circles.
Yeah. And so the person that it hits, they take damage, of course, but then it spawns these little like cluster bombs, I think they're called, which are, oh my god, they're impossible to see. And if you have to soak those on the ground as well, like one person per thing, whatever. And if you miss soaking one of those, it super blows up on the raid. It's like a crazy amount of damage. Even missing one is just like probably a wipe. It's actually insane. And there's like 3 per cluster bomb and whatever. So you got to do a lot of soaking. You got to set each mine off, like, you know.
But look at this. Look at this. Talk about, what am I looking at? So you have to soak. Zach didn't explain this yet, but yeah, the raid, a bunch of people have to soak in this, right? But there's also these little circles that are the same exact color. That, like, how is anyone supposed to cover that? Luckily, we do. But that was insane. And then we made this little hard rule where anyone who is fixated, you know, try not to soak, because you don't need everybody to be soaking. This big circle right here. But that was just, I thought that was crazy. Just look at how that comes out. It's insane. So you get the first break, you know, there's 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. And people are in there, they soak them. And then we get this big group soak at the same time that someone blew up their thing. So now you have to soak this and those at the same time while people are still getting fixated. That was insane.
Yeah, and this is these mines are like the main the main mechanic of this side. You know, just doing these right is the main thing. So like that's what you're focused on. You know, the soak is like, you know, it's kind of easy to just soak whatever. It does a bunch of damage, but you just kind of soak the thing. It spawns an ad that you just kill, no big deal. But the whole point is you're focused on these mines, like getting these out of the way, because then he's about to spawn like 10 more of them.
Look
So
at,
here you go, spawning a bunch more of them, and it's their
and not only
exact same
that,
thing.
they look like the circles that are spawning. They're just bigger versions. Like
Yeah.
it's just it's just very very
Yeah.
crazy that they chose red on red on red.
Yeah, a little bit crazy. So yeah, so that's this whole side is like dealing with the mines and this big soak, which is like, you know, there somebody's gonna, if they don't change this fight, which we're kind of hoping they do, but whatever. If they don't change
Oh,
this fight, somebody's gonna come up with like a crazy strategy for dealing with this, and you know, it's gonna be doable. But figuring it out in the moment was very sketchy.
we'll go back one more
Um,
time just in case we missed anything.
yeah. So yeah, these ads that spawn, they didn't really do anything. I don't really know why those were there. Whatever. So yeah, we can watch this
We got
side
five
real quick.
mines. Is that what we got? Yeah, and then we got four from one exploding.
So yeah,
The f-
you could have like one person running around setting them all off if they're a tank. There might actually be like a debuff that makes you not want to do that, so you might have to do individuals. But somehow you got to figure out which ones you're setting off. Oh, there's also the tank mechanic, that double whammy shot right there, which you can barely see because it's also red and everything else is red. It's actually kind of interesting. So like if you want to back it up, we can show it. It targets a random person. Okay, yeah, that line, that big line. It targets a random person. They are gonna die unless the tank like steps in front of them. You know, like intercepts the shot. The tank has to step in front and like use a big defensive and whatever to live, and that reduces the damage that the person initially targeted, like the amount of damage they take, and then they get a bomb. The person that initially was targeted gets a bomb, and they have to like run away from the raid.
All right, let's
It's,
see.
it's kind of cool. Nothing too crazy, but it happens really fast. So like the person that gets targeted has to stop moving so the tank can jump in front, and then you deal with it after that. But it's just another red mechanic. Uh, so good luck. The
And we
spray
got
and
the
pray.
Gatling gun,
Yep, big old cone to
spray and
dodge.
pray. He says, "Say hello to my little buddy."
So yeah, so this side is crazy. We tried this for a little bit and decided nobody likes this, so we're gonna go. Surely the other side can't be this crazy
Right,
and
right.
unfun. So
All right, this
now
is
we can
time
check
code
out the.
4526. We locked it in. This is called pre-production for anyone who didn't know. Now we're here. Look at that. Big
It'd be funny.
pre-pro.
Be funny if it was the wrong.
Yeah,
wrong.
right, right. What's up? It's Jim Pro. We're on the right side of Muggsy. I'm here with Zax. Uh,
Yeah. So yeah, so now we're trying the right side. So this is a few pulls in, so we like start to figure things out. So it's the same thing. We start the fight. He does this big AOE stuff. This one knocks you back a little bit, whatever. And now we get totally different mechanics. So right off the bat, here's the main,
oof.
the first
I'm getting
path.
PTSD from seeing that damn circle, bro.
Dude, I know. So what happens? Two people get chosen. We were putting one in melee, one in ranged, and then you have to kind of group soak these, but you don't want everybody to group soak because it makes this little jail, this little earthen wall jail around each one. It's line of sight and everything. Nobody likes line of sight. Okay, never mind. Don't get me started. Uh, all right, and then this is the follow up. These
Ooh,
like,
let's go back. Let's go back. All right, here we go.
yeah.
So
So
we got two groups that are walled in. The boss cannot be hit right now, so it's line of sight. Then you have the two ads that are inside of there, which the people inside of the circles are trying to kill those ads. No one outside can hit those ads, but the reason why you're outside is because the people outside are going to get targeted with this.
yeah, they're like ice spears that you can't. It's hard to see because I blinked away from mine, but you get targeted with an ice spear. You get like ice under your feet, so you're like slippery and it's hard to move, which is super fun. And then you die if you get hit by your ice spear. It does a million bajillion damage. So you have to make your ice spear thingy hit a wall.
Or a
And so
bomb.
I blink through, and it hits the wall, and I don't die. And I think you can only do one ice spear per wall, which is gonna be a mess, but whatever. So I hit my wall. I didn't die. Everything's cool. The people in the jails there in the walls, they killed their ads and now they're free, so that was cool. A lot of
And then
people
you do it
died,
again.
but don't worry about that. So now I'm soaking this one. I just decided, okay, so now I can't hit the boss. Line of sight, we love that. So I'm hitting this ad. There's more ice spears. It should be people that are outside. Only the people that are outside get targeted. Oh my god, I can blink through the
You just
wall.
blink
Okay.
through it, bro. What?
Whoopsies. Uh, well, that's cool, I guess.
Mage broken.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
So as you can see, we're all dying really fast because this is sketchy.
We'll go back. Let's rewind this. What's up? It's Jim Fro. I'm here with. All right.
We hate this wall. Oh,
We. Yeah, just a bunch of random AOE. Then you get two people, one melee, one ranged. You get the jail soaks. There it is. Two ads spawn. They're pumping those. The people that are assigned to stay outside, they're going to be the ones, potentially with more mobility. They get their little spikes. I'm going to pause it. So boom. So you get a little. Oh, you can't really see because all this like cool stuff. But there's a little spike right here that's about to shoot at you. It'll kill you if you don't get it behind a wall. If it doesn't shoot through a wall. But all right, did we test whether or not two of them can go through the same wall?
it's inconclusive. Let's say
Because that might be rough to have. You have to have one
to deal with it potentially, but it's a mess. There's a
wow,
lot.
crazy. Yeah. So now the spikes go through. At the same time, are we saying? Are we thinking that it was a good idea or a bad idea to have the boss locked in to one of those?
I think it was bad. I think, like, I don't know how many people you're gonna put in these little jails, but I think it's like not a lot. So most people are gonna be like outside, and the tank with the boss is gonna be outside because little ads inside don't need to be tanked. I don't think.
No, they don't.
They just do like a little cone you have to dodge and interrupt.
But the tank has like a shit on the ground that they have to like kite the boss around, right?
Yeah. So yeah,
right there.
Yeah, exactly. So like that tank gets the golden drip or whatever it's called. He has to go drop all that gold outside of the room so we don't have to deal with it. So yeah, it's unclear, that somebody's, again, this is the same as the other side. It's incredibly complicated, and somebody is gonna figure out a good strat for it if they don't change the boss. So we'll have to wait to see what the actual strat is. But yeah, super complicated, and it happens really fast back to back, and yeah, and then you can see so the timing. So like theoretically, you would probably deal with like two sets of this, like the two jails and all the ice spears. You would do that twice, and then you would probably cross over to the other side, and then it's time for the mug side, I guess. With all the bombs, like you would have everybody move over that center line of the room and do the other side. Because the boss is like he slowly like gets a bigger damage amp or something the longer one side is active. So eventually you would want to switch over, and that is probably going to end up being
that is going to be rough. I know that we definitely did. I don't want to like go through, but I know we totally did have a poll where we made it to transition one time. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm a pre-production, bro. So yeah, half the raid's wiped, and we just decide let's just take him over, dude. Let's just see what happens. And so they take him over, and then he starts doing the crazy AOE and starts. So now you see that we have all these bombs walking over, and people are about to get locked in a jail. So this is not going to be good.
Yeah, I think we found out that if you have bombs from the left side that carry over into the right side, so he's about to spawn the walls, the bombs, like, if they walk into the walls, they destroy the walls, which is, like, maybe good, maybe bad, but also we think you can use the bombs as a wall. Like, for the ice spear thing, you can have the spear go through the
Yeah,
bombs,
yeah. That's what I was saying is that for sure the glacials, but I don't know what happens.
But
Man,
also, yeah, that probably spawns the things that you have to soak.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
You can
say.
see I instantly hearthed out of this boss.
Yeah.
It was over. I was out of there.
Yeah. By the way,
but,
nice mog. Love that.
Yes, sir. But yeah, we didn't get very far into that fight because both sides are so insane. But eventually, there's like an intermission, which is just like a bunch of stuff to dodge, and then the last phase is like a enrage kind of phase, of course, where the boss gets both sides, like both mechanic sides, at the same time, regardless of where you are.
Damn.
So I don't know how that's gonna work, but that's gonna be insane.
Yeah, they got some work to do on this fight. But I have faith in Blizzard. That's why they do the testing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways,
So I don't know.
this is the penultimate boss as of now. Hopefully they, they tweak it a little bit, give it the old Council of Blood treatment, as we like to say. And then, yeah, that was it. They don't test the last boss, but I do think since they didn't do the first or the second, third, and fourth boss, that we're probably going to get another round of testing. If we do, we're going to do a reaction to those. So see you guys later. Hopefully you like these. Peace out.
See you.